What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Redriveraviation. Hope you guys had a fantastic day today. And today we have the NG models August 2022 releases. I really hope you guys are excited for today's video. Super excited to see what NG models has in store today. And man, I feel like this is going to be really good. I haven't even looked at any hints. I just saw people posting them. I just completely glanced over them. Have no idea. So this is going to be really fun. I'm really excited for this. Hopefully we have a lot of good planes. I'm sure NG models is most certainly going to have us hooked up for this release. Really excited. They've been quite quiet over these last few, well, not quiet, but not as many planes as what you would expect for the US sector. So it will be very interesting to see, but no matter what, I'm going to be really excited for these. And I'm really excited to see what NG models has in store for August of 2022. I really hope you guys are excited for this, and we're not going to waste any further time. Let's get started with the NG models August 2022 releases. And sorry, I'm just getting woke up, just kind of like that fan mail video yesterday. So hopefully I give the best genuine reaction I can, despite being a little bit tired and getting started. All right, here we go with the NG models August 2022 releases. Let's get started. Here we go, boys. At Air Europa Boeing 737-600 to begin. This is Echo Charlie India November Golf, and this is $46.99 to start with the MSRP. Very excited for this. Here is a picture of the aircraft, and yeah, it looks pretty nice. I think they did a hybrid livery last month, so it's cool to see them utilizing that 737-600 mold, excuse me. And I think they're doing a really good job. I think these guys are in Spain possibly, so I don't know. I just see the flag right there. I think that's what that is. So looks really nice though, and I really like that livery. It's a nice one for European collectors, and quite a unique one, as they continue to be very unique with all their releases, to say it one way. Very nice. Here's another one. This is the ppcardcom decal livery, I guess, probably. Yeah, that's just what it has right here. So quite a unique livery right here as well. Very unique. I'm not sure if NG just has a thing with unique planes or what the deal is, but that's most certainly what they're doing here. So definitely an interesting aircraft to say the least, but NG's fulfilling all desires, and you can't really complain with their efforts. So nice to see that aircraft as well right there. Very nice. And both those are $46.99, of course, on the MSRP. Alaska 737-700 November 618 Alpha Sierra. Is this in a normal livery? Let's take a look. It is. This is tempting. This is very tempting because, as you guys may know, this came into some of my airports over the years, every now and then. This is a pretty little plane. It looks nice. I really like the livery. Gemini Jets did this one 3 or 4 years ago at this point, and it's definitely a nice aircraft. So maybe we'll have to see. Kind of on the fence about that, but that is an aircraft that a lot of people probably have been looking for a good one up for, and that's a really nice release right there for NG. So really appreciate that, and that's a really cool aircraft. They continue to knock out Alaska planes, and that looks really good. So good job right there by NG. I like that release a lot. That's awesome. We also have the Alaska Air Cargo 737 DBSF November 625 Alpha Sierra, and this is just like the one that Gemini Jets did probably like a year ago or so. It was, or maybe not quite that long, but they did one at some point. So this is a good looking aircraft as well. Of course, they fly these mainly around the northwest area of the United States, and also in Alaska some too, of course. But yeah, really cool aircraft, and I really like what Alaska is doing with their cargo lineup. So that's a cool plane from NG as well, and more versions, the more the merrier, as we talked about in previous release reactions. So very nice to see that right there. That is absolutely awesome. Very nice. Norwegian 737-800. This is Echo India Foxtrot Victor X-Ray. Haven't said X-Ray in a while, but that one is looking really nice. So this is the Freddie Mercury tail, which is really nice. So they fly these quite a bit, or did, I should say, unfortunately. But this is a really nice aircraft, and most certainly excited for that. Norwegian's a great airline. They've had some Maxes and some 787s done, but I don't know if they've had a good 737 done in a long time. So that's exciting that NG chose to fulfill that desire. Very nice. Glad to see that from NG models. Skymark's getting another 737-800. This is Juliet Alpha 73 November Golf NG, and this is the new Pokemon 2 hashtag color scheme. And of course, we've seen a lot of these, mainly from like JC Wings and Phoenix, but now it appears NG models getting back on the train. They did some of these in 2021, and they're definitely getting back after it with this special livery. So nice to see that they're looping back around to that Asian market, and I think that they'll do pretty well with this aircraft. Obviously, low-cost carrier in Japan, so I'll be interested if we ever get a normal Skymark 737. That'll be pretty interesting. But for the moment, we are getting every special livery that they have, and that one most certainly looks pretty good. So cool to see that right there. I like that a lot. That's very nice. Very cool. We have another. Is this going to be the normal livery? No way. I think this is the normal one. I literally just jinxed it. Oh my goodness. So here's the Skymark's normal livery 737-800 Longglass. This one's probably actually going to be very desirable, so that's really, really exciting for all those collectors. I literally was just wondering, where are we going to get a normal one? Well, here it is. Very cool. This is a November Mike prefix this time, and I really like this aircraft. I like the delivery. It's a nice, simple Euro white, and I think a lot of people that are trying to build this low-cost carrier are finally going to be super happy to see this. So this is kind of like the Avelo 737 if I had to guess. So really, really cool, and that's awesome. I love to see that for Skymark. So very, very cool, and that's an awesome release to say the least right there. That's awesome. Very nice. Lion Group 737-900 ER, Papa Kilo Lima Foxtrot Golf, and yeah, this is a good looking aircraft with the Dreamliner paint scheme. That's a good looking plane right there. I really like that. Alaska also had an aircraft like this. I think it's maybe still flying, I'm not sure. Lion Airs, I'm not sure, but this is a really cool livery that they have. Of course, this was the Boeing house livery for many years, and it's a good looking livery. So glad to see another iteration done of it from NG. They did a good one on the Alaska, so I'll be eager to see how they do on this Lion Air aircraft. That's going to be really, really exciting to say the least. That's awesome. Very, very nice. But Pacific Airlines 757-200 PCF, November 757 Quebec Mike in the old colors. Really, really cool to see this aircraft, as I've actually seen this fly over my house a couple times, going from, as you guys may remember with the Aloha Air situation, they've been flying a cargo route from Greensboro, North Carolina to Ontario in California. And this aircraft in the newer colors has flown over my house quite a few times, as it was Aloha, but they sent that one back to Hawaii, all those 737s, and the Northern, I'm trying to think of the airline. I think it's NOC. I'm trying to think of which one it is. But they've sent all those aircraft back to their respective locations, Alaska, Hawaii, and now they're using these 757s. So quite cool to see this, and this is a really cool plane. So maybe in the future, this is aircraft that potentially we go for, but the new one would be the most desirable. But this is a really nice aircraft, and who knows, maybe they'll have another new one here in a moment. But quite a unique aircraft, and NG definitely fulfilling desires here, to put it one way. So that's really cool aircraft right there, and that's really nice. I really like that. That's awesome. Lufthansa Cargo is getting a Boeing 777 this time. Delta Alpha Lima Foxtrot. And if I had to say one thing, I wish that NG would kind of start doing aircraft that other companies like Gemini and Phoenix were not doing a little bit more, because they're good versions. The Gemini one's pretty good. The Phoenix one is pretty good. And I mean, like, I don't know if Phoenix did the cargo. I know Gemini did. But, you know, it's not something to be completely upset about. And I really appreciate the variation. But, you know, if there's other planes that we could do, like the ones that you guys are doing, keep doing them. One more plane for every release is really critical. And this is another example. Nevertheless, it is a popular aircraft. It is a good looking plane, especially if you want to do a custom model or something like that. So I really like this aircraft, and I very much appreciate the effort from NG here. This is a nice aircraft, and I think that it will sell very well. So glad to see that light there for Lufthansa. That's absolutely awesome. And this one has the flying 100% carbon dioxide neutral sticker. Hopefully I said that right, CO2, or I think CO2, I should know this. I shouldn't even be thinking about this. But very nice sustainable aviation fuel, CO2. I think it's carbon dioxide, but not. It's something along those lines. I should know better. But nevertheless, really, really cool and looks really, really good. So glad to see that right there. That's awesome. I'm not a big science guy, so I'm sorry. More of a weather guy, and I'm doing my best. But I'm pretty sure CO2 is carbon dioxide. But nevertheless, there it is right there. Very nice. And a third one. Now this, I'm not trying to go on a tear. I'm very appreciative for all these models. I'm really, really glad to see all these, but I feel like this may be just a touch much. I have no complaints. I'm not complaining. I'm very appreciative of every single model they're doing here, but this just seems, for a cargo heavy, just a little touch much. And I'm not complaining. For all the Lufthansa guys, this is awesome. You guys are probably like, wow, I was doing customs of these. But this one has the cargo human care sticker, and these both serve really good purposes. So these, if you have to pick special liveries, you're picking some really good purpose aircraft, and people will buy these just for that reason. So stepping a couple steps back, I'm like I said before I even started on that tear, I'm very much appreciative of these. It's very interesting. I'm not complaining. I'm very appreciative. All these unique aircraft are quite unique, and I have no issue with them whatsoever. And they're doing plenty of good models like we just saw. So I'm not complaining. I think this is a very good spot for NG. And let me know what you guys think about this in the comments. Just keep it nice and civilized, and we'll be good to go there. But yeah, definitely interesting to say the least, but I can't complain. These purposes, human care, and aviation sustainable fuel, are really, really good purposes, and that's the Foxtrot India prefix on that aircraft. Very, very nice to see that right there. Really nice. Okay, how about a CGM 777 cargo? Foxtrot Hotel, Mike Romeo Bravo. I saw their A330 in Chicago, and this is a good looking aircraft with their Boeing 777. This is really cool. So I don't know too much about this cargo airline besides they're flying a little bit everywhere around the world, and they have a really good livery going on. Of course, it's nice and simple. If you really want to do a custom 777, if it was cargo, but you could even put decals on this really easy for passenger. This is the aircraft to do it with. This is nice and simple. It's going to be really hard to mess this up. So. But yes, very, very nice livery right here, and it looks really, really good. And if you're looking for a good place to buy all these models, be sure to check out the Midwest Model Store below. Use the coupon code Redriveraviation for 5% off. They do really, really good service. I have a massive unboxing coming up with several planes from them, and they've done a really, really good job. Great customer service, taking care of some models that came defective. So very much appreciate their efforts, and I would highly recommend checking them out for all these NG models. They should be having those on the website by the time this video is going out. So if you're interested in pre-ordering, definitely would do it. They do a really good job, and I love their service. So Midwest Model Store, thank you so much, and yes, very much appreciated. Awesome stuff right there. United 787-10, yes sir, in the Evo Blue livery, November 13013 in the Blue Evolution livery. Awesome, very nice. Would love to see it, and this is just the Evo Blue, of course, but Evolution's perfectly fine. That is awesome. Really glad to see that right there. That is awesome. We need a re-release bad of that, and people have really wanted that. And the Gemini version was fine. There was no major problems with it. It was pretty good. But I'm sure a lot of people are really excited that NG has done it again. I believe they did this aircraft back probably 2 years ago at this point. It was a while ago, but that's awesome. Really excited to see that. Good job by NG right there. That's awesome. Really, really excited to see that, and I may even have to get that just because of how awesome a plane that is. I get to see a couple of them, and they are beautiful planes, man. So glad to see that. Great job, and that's a great 787 release. So really, really excited to see that. That's awesome. Love to see that. That's a great release right there for NG. That's really, 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 really nice. That's awesome. That's really good. Oh, okay. Sorry, I was not expecting this. China Southern Airbus A319neo, Bravo 329 Yankee, and this is the first China-built A319neo. Wow. So definitely a huge place in history right there, as China Southern will be the first Airbus A319neo operator. I don't know if Spirit here in the US will end up getting theirs or not with recent news, but man, this is really, really cool. So beautiful looking airplane. I really like the China Southern livery on this Airbus A319neo. This will be quite a unique aircraft, and I think Panda might have done this. I'm not completely sure on that, but nevertheless, this is really exciting to see NG doing it, and it'll be interesting to see this one, the very first A319neo mold. So I'm really excited to see how this will go about. I know Panda has one, but I think NG's will also be very interesting to see how it turns out. So this is going to be an interesting plane, and I'm really excited to see how this will come out. So very excited for that, to say the least. That's going to be awesome. Very nice. Very, very nice. And this is just a normal Airbus A319. This is equipped with the IAE V2500 engines, and this was without the SkyTeam logo. So that's kind of interesting. This is 3205 with the Bravo, of course. So kind of interesting not to see the SkyTeam logo. I don't know what that was about, but hey, we got another A319. I'm sure this is fairly desirable considering that Phoenix and all those guys have probably done it, JC Wings, you know, but this mold's pretty good, and a new version every now and then can't hurt. You know, that's another hot topic, so feel free to let me know what you guys think in the comment section about how many Airbus molds that we have in 737s and all these popular planes. But it's most certainly quite a discussion, to say the least. So, but this is a good looking aircraft right here from China Southern. That is really nice right there. Very cool. Really, really nice. How about that? Aeroflot Airbus A320neo, Victor Papa Bravo Sierra November. So another very interesting aircraft right here, to say the least. And yeah, this is looking really nice. So I believe there's been some really good A321neos and all that done before, but I'm not sure about the A320neo. So cool to see this aircraft. It's quite a nice livery. Looks really good, and I'm sure anybody looking for that aircraft, building that Aeroflot narrow body fleet, is going to be very happy to see that. So really cool to see that from Aeroflot right there. That is really, really nice, and I'm excited to see where that will go from here. That's really, really cool. Very nice. Very nice. And then this is Romeo Alpha 73733, and this aircraft must be in a different country. Yeah, that's my guess. I don't know that completely, but I don't know the full situation of where Aeroflot operates these planes. So if somebody does know, please let me know in the comments. I would appreciate learning that knowledge. But I'm sure this is probably a different country that probably is like the Air France in the Caribbean and that fun stuff. So again, not completely sure though. Could be completely wrong on that assessment, but very, very cool right there, to say the least. That's very nice. American Airlines Airbus A321 in the flagship Valor livery. That's what I'm talking about. Yes, I'm sorry, guys. That is awesome. You guys know how special that plane is to me. You guys probably saw the trip report I just posted on that. That is, baby, that is awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Wow, I'm ready to see the CGI, man. That's awesome. That looks really, really nice, as you guys can see right there. Oh my goodness. Wow, I'm so excited for that. I didn't know if Gemini would be first to bite this. I know they put it as a future preview, but I'm really excited for this NG Models version, man. That's gonna be awesome, man. I'm really excited for that. That's gonna be a beautiful plane right there, man. That's awesome. Flagship Valor delivery, man. That's amazing, man. You guys know how awesome it was, that trip port, just somehow making that connection. Man, I'm so excited for this from NG. This will be a must buy, no questions whatsoever. That's going to be awesome. Really, really excited for this. What a special delivery, and I'm really excited that NG Models is choosing to represent it in this connotation. That is so awesome, and I'm really, really excited for this. That's going to be bomb, man. That's awesome. Really, really pretty plane, as you guys can see right here. Beautiful aerials, beautiful livery, and I'm really excited to see how good their detail is on that. That's going to be awesome. Man, that is really good. Wow. Very, very nice NG. That's really exciting. I'm sure anybody in the US is going to be very excited to see that as well. That's an awesome livery and has a very meaningful purpose, especially for all of our veterans and everybody that's served. That's going to be awesome. So really excited to see that, and that's going to be hot sellers. So definitely get your order in on that if you're looking for that. That's awesome. That's really, really nice right there. Very nice. China Eastern Airbus E330-300, kind of an awkward transition, but there we go. Bravo 300 Quebec, very, very nice. Here is the CGI, and yeah, it looks really nice. This would be another good model for custom. I know I brought that up a lot recently, but there's a lot of planes that people can do customs on, so I just want to let you guys know which ones I think are good ones. And obviously, JC Wings also makes a ton of blank airplanes, so if you're looking just to start from scratch, that's a great way to do it. But these planes also have great opportunities as well, and this is a prime example of that. So, but anybody in that China region looking for this aircraft, this is a great airline and has a great purpose. I'm sure that these also fly to some various cities across. I think they use these more on like the 4 to 5 hour flights. Could be completely wrong on that, but I know like Korean Air does that a lot with A330s, and I think Qantas does too. So, but they're always flying around everywhere. So, not an expert on that. Won't speak much more, but feel free to let me know in the comments. I would love to hear from you guys. That would be awesome. Very nice. Very cool. And here's another one. This has the Snickers Pops sticker on it, probably. No, it's kind of a livery. So this is much different Snickers advertisement than what we would see here in the US, but hey, I can't complain. So of course you got their language going strong in it, and yeah, it's a Snickers bar, so I'm assuming that it's probably pretty similar, but yeah, quite a unique livery to say the least, and never thought I would see candy bars on an aircraft, but hey, I can't complain too much. It's 3083, and if you guys are looking for that, definitely pick it up. It's looking really, really good. Fenera A350, yes! That you guys know how much I've wanted that. I didn't think that NG would do it. I really did not think that they would do it. I thought that I was going to be in the gutter trying to get that thing. Oscar Hotel Lima Whiskey Echo. Yes, normal livery. That's awesome. That is a pretty aircraft. You guys see Dallas back here. This international concourse could use some additional aircraft. And Fenera, Iberia, Air France, Fenera, all those are like the big three that I need right now. And this knocks out one. So thank you, NG, for doing this. This is very, very exciting. I'm really excited for this. Fenera obviously making their debut to Helsinki in June. And this is just so awesome, man. I'm really excited for this airplane. This is a must buy, and I'm really excited to get to utilize Fenera at Dallas Fort Worth. This is awesome. And plus, it's just a really nice aircraft in general, you know. Finland's a really cool place. I think they have some very cool attractions, quite a unique just landscape in general, and just a really, really unique country. So I'm really excited to represent this. This will be an awesome addition to the international fleet, and you guys know how much I've been looking forward to that. I've been talking about that. I'm like, NG, could you do it? Or Aviation 400 or somebody. NG's came to the rescue, and Finnair's definitely going to be a great addition to the market. So that's going to be awesome. Really, really excited for that, and that will be really, really nice for the Dallas Fort Worth model airport, man. That's really exciting. So Finnair, really excited to see that, and thank you, NG, for doing that. I really appreciate it. We're also going to get this Marca Kilo Cavet livery. Hopefully I said that right. This one, let's see how cool this livery looks. I'm not familiar with it off the top of my head. Oh, it's the pattern one. I did see the A330 that had the pattern at Chicago too, and also normal A330. So that's really cool to see that they're doing the pattern one too. This is another great aircraft if you're looking for very niche-based things. This is really, really good. I mean, this does go back to the argument, or not the argument, but the topic we were talking about earlier with very particular aircraft. But this kind of lines up nicely, and I will give NG a lot of credit on the diversity of the set. We're doing a lot of popular stuff. We're doing some niche-based stuff with Finnair's normal livery, and then a paired special livery. And then we're doing some really special liveries like those 3 Lufthansa Cargo 777s. So you can't complain at all. I mean, it's definitely a topic that can be discussed, but I can't complain. I want to iterate my gratitude because this is just so awesome to see, and NG's doing things that we have never ever seen in the community before, and that's what it's all about. Having companies come in like this and just doing work is just, that's awesome, and you love to see this. I've been here for about a decade, and over a decade, I guess, actually, and this is awesome. So you love to see that right there. That's really, really nice. A great plane right there, and that's really, really nice. Very cool. Air Curio is getting a TU-204-100 variant. This is Papa 633, and let's see this aircraft in the new color scheme. Well, okay, there it comes. Sorry, it took a moment. Let's scroll down just a little bit in the meantime. And yeah, Air Curio's livery looks really nice here, as you guys can see on the TU-100. The smaller number, actually, surprisingly, is the longer variant. So this is kind of like 7300 kind of. Not really, but there you go. So it looks really nice. I like that sheet line. The gray underbelly is a common theme. Love to see it. Really nice aircraft. And for anybody looking for these retro aircraft, this is a perfect opportunity to jump on board. So really, really nice right there. That's awesome. Very nice. Love to see that. Didn't mean to go that far down that quick, but here's the Comac Express ARJ 21700 Bravo 3322. Let's take a look at this airplane. Sorry, picture's taking a moment, but love the ARJs. They continue to do them strong, and there is that one right there. Good looking livery. I kind of like that livery. That's a nice looking aircraft. So really, really nice to see that. Like the red, really cool livery, and definitely a niche-based aircraft. But yeah, Asia's really got a lot of great stuff in this release. This is great. Those Skymark 737s. We had a China Eastern A330. Now another Comac Express. So that's really cool to see that. So not an expert on that department, but that seems like a really cool release. That's really cool. Very nice. And now we have one final aircraft to finish it off, another XN Y20 at long last, 11157, and this is in the low vis livery right here from NG Models. Let's take a look at this stunning aircraft. Patience, patience, spin, spin, spin. Get us a picture at some point, please. There we go. And there it is. Nice aircraft. I can barely tell if it's a special, but hey, it looks really nice. I like to see that, and this is a really cool military aircraft for that region. So very excited to see that, and another Y20 at Longglass. They spent really good money to develop that mold, I would assume. So really cool to see that, and that's really, really nice. And that is the NG Models August 2022 release. This was awesome. Very impressive set. Really, really happy to see this, and you know, you can't argue in different regards that it's pretty similar to the June release, and yes, in that regard it is. I would argue that some of these international planes and domestic planes for US collectors are a little bit more popular, but at the same time you could also, I mean, it is kind of similar to June. I guess I was a little bit more excited, especially for Medal of Honor, which I mean that was kind of a little skewed there, so I apologize. But this is another great release. I mean, there's a little bit of everything here. And then yeah, the China Southern A319 for Asia too, the Asia Pacific obviously, even though it's kind of in the US too, which that, I mean, it's kind of all over the place. Europa, a little bit more Europe possibly would have been nice, but the Luton, well, yeah, the Fenera is actually, now that I think about it, so yeah, I mean, pretty solid right there. And then some retro there with some of those down there. So why? Sorry, there was a lot of emotions. Quite a unique release. I think it's a really, really good one, and yes, I'm really happy to see that. So let me know which ones you guys are getting in the comment section. Possibly the Alaska for me. I may end up getting just one of the two between the Alaska and the United 7810. I may pick one. I do have the United 789, so maybe the Alaska would make more sense, but the United 7810 is a really cool aircraft. I'm sure they're going to do another outstanding job on it, and that's a well-deserved re-release right there for NG. But definitely for sure the American Airlines A321 in the flagship Valor livery, of course, and the Fenera Airbus A350-900, because this international project back here could use another aircraft. And if I can get to the point where I can just start buying international aircraft as they start coming to Dallas, that would be really cool. So now we're down to Air France, which I can definitely get. I want to get a better version. There was a couple Phoenix listings, but I'll try to find a good one there. And then the Iberia A330-200, Waffle had a clutch sale. Unfortunately, I missed out on that. So that, like, literally an hour. So that really was unfortunate. But hopefully I can get another one. And I may be missing one or two more, but Japan 333, I suppose. But this is a really, really good place in getting this to be released, because the Fenera stuff is super, super rare from what I've looked at. So I'm really excited to see NG fulfilling a desire here. And that's awesome. Along with every other aircraft here too. And I'm sure a lot of people, this is an awesome, diverse set. Lots of Asia, lots of United States, a little bit of Europe here and there too. So yeah, and the Europas are also pretty nice too, despite them being kind of done already, but hey. And then the Line Group 737 was also a really nice plane. I don't know if they've done a normal livery before or not, but that's still a cool niche aircraft. And then CGM Cargo, also a nice aircraft. Aeroflot's also really nice to see right there. So quite a diverse set, another massive one, but I love to see it, and that's really, really awesome to say the least. So if you're looking for any of these models, I would recommend checking out the Midwest Model Store with the link below. Use that coupon code if you would like to buy any of these, because they have great service, hooking me up with replacements due to defective models, and I just really appreciate their efforts. Very fast shipping. I ordered stuff and it ships the next day, so usually within 5 days I get a package, so that's awesome, and that's just really cool. So they do a really, really good job, and very much appreciate their efforts. So yes, great job by NG here. Another fantastic release. Really appreciate the effort and a great job here. So with all that being said, that will do it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed today's video. My name is Redriveraviation. I thank you guys so much for watching. Take it easy, everybody. Stay safe, trust the process. Do what you love and love what you do. My name is Redriveraviation. I want to thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys soon as Redriveraviation is signing off.